Welcome back, folks. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amy. I'm a Canva coach and a Canva community certified trainer. And today we're going to do a little bit of masking with Canva. We're going to mask some text with a shape. I'm going to start off this tutorial with some text. And in this text, in all caps, I'm going to type beach. I'm going to place a rectangle on my workspace. I'm going to do that by pressing the R key. I'm going to grab this rectangle and I'm going to just put it in the corner of my workspace and expand it to all the way to the right side. And I'm also going to make it black. So I am going to select that rectangle, go to the color picker, and I'm going to make it black. I'm also going to make sure that that rectangle comes all the way up to my text and that my text is legible. Once you have your text ready, you're going to click on the share button, you're going to download, and we're going to download this without a transparent background. So do not check off transparent background. I learned that the hard way. So we're not going to check that off and we're just going to say download. Now I'm not going to bring that back into Canva just yet, but what I am going to do is I'm going to create another page. I'm going to go to Elements and I'm going to go to my recently used and I'm going to place a photo on my workspace. I'm going to place this photo right here on my workspace and I'm going to head on over to my apps section and we're going to use an app called Blend Image. This is what it looks like right here. I'm going to select that. And we're going to get a couple of options. At first, I was really confused using this app. I still am a little bit, so I'm getting a little bit more comfortable using it. But for the bottom layer, what we're going to do is we're going to use that image that we downloaded, the image with the text. So I'm going to go over to Choose File, and I'm going to select this image that I downloaded. So we see it here in the preview, which is perfect. And what we're going to do for the top layer is we're going to use this image right here. So for the top layer, I'm going to use selected image. And that's what that's going to look like. But there are a couple of more options that we're going to want to take a look at. And also you'll want to make sure that for the blend mode, that you have selected the screen option. Okay, make sure because there are so many different options here, but we want to use the screen option. I'm going to click this down arrow down just so we can take a look at the other options that are available for us to use with this blending app. We can decide whether we want to fill, fit, stretch, or just have the original image. I'm just going to stick with fill. For scaling, we can make it larger or we can make it smaller. But if you make it smaller, what will happen is where there's empty image, there'll be this black space and you don't want that black space. So you definitely do want to make it as large as you can to fit all of your bottom layer. We have the option to customize the horizontal offset. And again, you can see that that black space is showing when we run out of image. And you just want to make sure that you're not running out of image. And then we've got the vertical position. And I'm going to bring that down just a tiny bit like that. I'm pretty happy with that. And so I'm going to create another page and I'm going to add this design to this page. So here it is right here. I'm just going to make it a little bit larger. So I'm just going to expand it all the way just so that we can take a closer look at this. I think this looks really beautiful. I love this design. And let's go back to our original image. I'm going to take a copy of this and I'm going to bring the copy over to my page 3. And what we're going to do is we are going to remove the background on this top image. So I'll just click on BG Remover. And so here we have the image of the girl. Now it did remove the sand, but that's okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to try and overlap the woman right on top of the original image. And that seems to be perfect. So that's pretty much it, guys. What do you think of this design? Let me know in the comments what you think, whether you like it, whether you hate it. Do you think that you're going to use this design yourself for something like t-shirts or mugs or any other type of design? Anyhow, if you like this tutorial, if you learned anything in this tutorial, press that like button, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. All right, guys. For now, I'm going to say bye-bye. Until next time.